Why wouldn't you have your kids get college credits beforehand, and why wouldn't you help them to get that jump start into finding out if what they think they want to do is what they really want to do?
The middle school access and opportunities has really been helpful.
Well said.
Thank you,
Excellent.
Mike.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to call this workshop meeting to order. Welcome back. For all those who are attending, thank you for watching our previous meeting. Now we're going to our workshop. Let's see here. I don't have our, do we have a business for the workshop? Okay. Sorry. So, basically our workshop is a consideration of a date for board retreat. We might have something after that about our climate survey that could also result in executive session, just to let anybody know who is watching. We might have to go offline again. So, board retreat dates. I
think we kind of discussed that weeknights tend to be better than weekends because
Right.
we're all so busy on weekends,
Right. Oops, my alarm's going off. So,
and that's a good thing.
we haven't really talked about where we want to have this.
Yes,
I'm thinking it's obviously someplace going to be fairly local because, well, if we want to have this before we go back to school, which obviously we do, we really kind of need to have it before July 20th, just to let everyone know. Is there, between now and July 20th, are there any potential dates that are good for people or bad for people, I guess I should say?
Do we have an idea of how many hours? What
Are we talking 4 hours in the evening? Are we talking 2 hours in the evening?
Are we limited to evening? Because I
I'm open.
mentioned recently, and I kind of assumed when we talked about this that would be. I was
Daytime.
thinking of a day-long thing, which
Yeah.
obviously requires those of us who have jobs to miss work that day, which
Right.
I'm willing to do. But I know not everyone has that flexibility.
I love that idea, but I don't have a 9-to-5 job like others.
So you wouldn't be available during.
No, she would be. So she's
Oh,
saying it might be more difficult.
I'm great.
Oh, okay.
You know me. I'm always, I love day
Beth, though, I
stuff.
don't know about you.
Hold on, I'm looking.
And then
So the
yeah.
challenging thing for me is that I have, I don't know what the date is yet because I haven't set it yet, but I have to have surgery in September, which is going to require, I don't know how much vacation time for me to use there. But I can't see why I wouldn't have a day or two that I could work out. I don't think that would be an issue, just as long as, I don't think it would be an
So
issue.
Abby, when are you starting on your hiatus?
I'll be gone July 20th.
Starting the 20th
Right.
through, so,
August 10th, then I come. But then,
Okay, so-
there's a family situation that might keep me away longer. So I'm very hesitant to say exactly.
so you're, in essence, maybe you're looking at the week of, and I'm just tossing this out there, the week of the 12th?
Yep.
Thursday the 15th, I have something during the day, but otherwise, that week would work.
Isn't the 12th our meeting?
13th
Oh,
is,
13th.
13th is your meeting.
Yeah, and that's just during the day. I have too many jobs.
Okay. So,
So really, as long as it's not the 15th.
right.
So what
Or
about the
then I'm good.
14th?
The 14th is I don't know how. Paul, do you have any big business things that I'm sure you have certain deliveries on certain dates, and like, is there certain days of the week that are better for you? I mean,
No, and, well, the only thing, yeah, there's really, a lot of the stuff that I do comes in very last minute, so probably every day is bad, but. But but what I'll do is I'll staff it so that I don't need to be there,
okay.
and then go from there, and then just keep my fingers crossed. That's fine, you know. So, yeah, the 15th would be,
The 14th.
No,
the
not
14th, right, the 14th would be good, yeah.
14th
Yep.
works for me.
What about, so Beth is July 14th?
Yeah, that works for me. As long as it's not the 15th.
like 9 to 3 or 9 to 4, or,
Yeah.
Or, we could start earlier if you want. But
8 to 3 or 8:30 to 3:30.
Yeah.
9 wouldn't be terrible for me just because I'm going to have to get my children somewhere. But I can make whatever. They can have a sleepover the night before if they absolutely have to at their grandparents or whatever.
9 is really much better for me than 8.
Okay.
Because I take a lot of allergy meds.
Okay, so go at 9.
Abby's not a morning person.
I'm a 1:30 in the morning person.
All right.
I try not to email you at that time, I'll just have you know.
It doesn't matter when you send it, Abby, it matters when you read it.
I know, but I don't want it to ding, like, and you
doesn't.
do,
It
okay.
doesn't.
Because it does
Good,
my husband,
good.
he's like,
Yeah,
And do we have, is this where we would talk about like, things that we would like to see there? Because I know at one point we talked about someone possibly coming and.
Facilitating.
yeah, I think,
Yeah.
we said 15th, right?
14.
14th.
Wednesday the 14th. So you're talking, starting at 9 and going until,
4,
you can put down 4, you can always.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put that
yeah.
down.
Put down a 4 and shoot for 3.
That's good.
That way, if you send people home at 3:15 or 3, you're feeling really good.
Yeah.
Like you accomplished a
Right.
lot.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
So I think another question is, if you're going to have someone, but where would you like to do it?
3.
I mean, obviously, the conference room over here is fully available.
I'm wondering if we want to aim for part of the day, sure, being in a conference room, but I wonder if we want to aim for like part of the day being outside somewhere.
Mhm.
I mean, it's summer and
Mhm.
it just might feel a little bit more relaxed and a little less,
Yeah.
as long as it's not raining, because it is Maine. I'm not
Have the
sure of where
margaritas.
that location would be, but I feel like an outside wouldn't be a terrible.
Unless, I don't know, I'm also very fond of air conditioning.
Oh, me too. but-
You've ever seen, you've seen me cranky before, imagine me like really hot too. And hungry. It's like the perfect storm.
Well, I think as long as you publicize it before you do it.
Yeah,
you
where
don't
we would
necessarily
be.
have to pick a location tonight.
Yeah.
But the conference room, which is air conditioned, Abby,
Yeah.
is available.
Good.
And it's booked right now if we needed to use it.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other piece is if you're going to have someone facilitate. I think the purpose of it was, and I don't want to take Paul's words because he really worded it really, really eloquently back when you folks were talking about. Yes, I'm putting you on the spot, Mr. Markosian. I think it was to talk about a number of things. It was to talk about where you go as a board to help improve the working relationships of the entire
Yeah.
board. Our ability to work well together. What types of boardsmanship work we continue to do. Those types of things were part of what I understood were going to be part of the topic, part of the
Yeah.
list of topics. I think there were others, so.
yeah. And the facilitator that Jen and I were talking about does a 2-hour workshop with school boards and councils,
Yeah.
city councils, and local government bodies. Right now, he's doing them remotely, although he is located in Maine, so we could reach out and see, what this person recommends and what the program would look like for us.
Mhm.
And then we would create our own agenda for the rest of the, to fill out the rest
Yeah.
beyond those 2 hours.
What is his name again, Paul? I know that
Craig
it's...
Freshley. I think, did I share the?
You did. It's some...
I can reshare it.
Okay, thanks.
If you could reshare it, that would be great, because it'd just be up high and not buried under.
Yeah.
Somebody's been spamming me, so that'd be great. Who wants to reach out to him? Do you want to reach out to him? Do I want to reach out to him? Do you want to reach out to him? Who wants to reach out to him?
I'm happy to do it.
Okay.
That'd be wonderful.
If you could reach out for him and find out what works for him, and then if everybody else wants to maybe submit a topic that you want to talk about for the retreat,
Mhm.
I think that would also be good. And then it'll help us to build an agenda.
Yeah.
I think,
And
Um,
is this something that the Ellsworth School Department has done before, or is this something that we know of another school that we could potentially reach out to say, hey, what have you done in the past?
I think there are other districts that have done retreats. I have never been part of one with a
Right.
full board. I actually look forward to it. I think.
MDI has done it, so we can ask Dr. Gauss.
I'm going to see Dr. Gauss most likely Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
I'm happy to reach out to you.
okay.
Be wonderful, thank you. All right, that sounds like a good potential start for what we need.
Yeah, I feel like we're,
When should we have those potential topics to you, Abby?
I'm looking at the 15th, so
14th?
kind of. I'm thinking like the 7th of July. I want to get through the weekend, the 4th of July weekend. So let's just say, let me look at the calendar, sorry.
Fourth falls on a Sunday, so
I
thank
almost,
you.
I almost wonder,
sixth, so the holiday is actually the 5th.
I almost wonder if you should,
The 9th.
I almost wonder if you should go earlier and go like the 2nd. Because then if there's topics that we aren't sure that we want to do, that maybe we want to replace, or maybe ones that just, it gives us a little more wiggle time.
I think
I'm a
I-
procrastinator who has to plan because if I don't, it won't
But
ever
see-
get done. So I have to do it early.
See,
or,
I'm just the opposite. I feel like sometimes people aren't thinking about it until it's closer.
yeah.
And I think if you give it to me by the 9th, that gives us till the 15th. I think we'll be good. Give it to me by the 9th. I'll try and have it by the 12th. Have something posted to each of you by the 12th. Does that sound good?
Don't be surprised if mine comes too earlier.
Does that sound good for you, Cal?
It's good for me.
So is it fair to say there's a deadline, but you're free to submit
Right.
prior to that?
Yeah.
Right. There's a
Paul, is that
deadline,
good for
but
you?
Mhm.
Okay.
oh my gosh, I can't believe we're talking about July already.
I know.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. All right. So, are we good?
So I think we can't make a motion to go into executive
You
session
just
because we're in
decide
a
to go into
workshop. So
executive
we'll
session.
just decide to go into executive session to finish up our
Yes.
Okay.
conversations about the surveys
Right.
and we will not be back.
Right, we will not be coming
So
back.
just for the public, the board will be going into executive session for what we anticipate is the final conversation on the climate survey results under executive session 1 MRSA 20A 4056A, sole purpose of reviewing the results. And as Beth just said, as there will be no action taken by the board will not be returning. So this would be the conclusion of the workshop, so the board can go into executive session. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you.